up on the mission. Hey, boy, she think it's Heinz 57, catch up in the kitchen. But just the
Okay, I'm reloading.
Make sure you don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get it.
What's good, Quiet Gang? What's good, Tap Back, man? Let me get rated. Yo, gotta go and get into it, man. Y'all see what's going on? What's all across the hood, man? This shit everywhere. It's all over the place. Hold on, man. I'm echoing. I know I'm echoing. I'll chill out, man. I'm trying to hear. Yeah. What's good? Man, so why in the process of me talking about the P Diddy situation, it's some stuff going on with DJU, the Chicago, the guy that be screaming in Chicago, he be doing interviews down there. Yeah, he got some stuff going on. We here, baby. Yes, sir. Move this out the way. My bad. What's good with the Clapback Gang? What's good, Quiet Gang? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it was. But one and only. The real nigga, not the phony. We ain't no pretendo, man, over here. I'm gonna mute that out. You gotta remember, yeah, I ain't no pretendo, man. We finna get to this news, man. We got DJU, some stuff going on between him and Memo 600. We got P Diddy getting his charges. Finally. His sentencing ain't gonna be till October, but he beat like 3 charges, and he caught 2. So we're gonna get into that, and let you know we already got the news on this bun. He tried to bun out. He's trying to bun out. We got the news on that, so we finna get into that. Yeah. Camera, come on, baby. What's good? What's good? Yo, we in this thing. It's time to get it. My bad, folks. Let me slid over on the side so y'all can see my news. So I don't want to be right in the center. But when I'm floating, I like to be right in the center. I want to be right in the center of the float. But yeah, like I said, we got all this news to get into, man. It's time to start it up. Yes, sir. It's time to crank it up, man. Let's get the music up for a couple seconds, man. Turn everybody up. Wake everybody up. What's up? Get yourself active, man. Wake yourself up now. Shouldn't be falling asleep. Time to get into it. Time to get into it. Yup. Man. Yeah, like I said, I got somebody that's gonna come in. I mean, not come in like I'm podcasting, but basically we got a clip of somebody going in catching this bun. P Diddy trying to bun out. They got the results on that, so we're gonna get into that, see if it worked out or not. Well, he got, it's like good news, it's like news, good news, bad news, all kind of stuff, man. But he's still in there. He ain't walked out yet. Oh, yeah, let's go and get the going. All right, so right now, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all see this clip on what he got going, and then we're gonna get into the aftermath of that. But yeah, let's go and get it. All right. Oh, I also got some kids that got rescued. They was in a sting or something. It was like a week ago or something. I'll pull that out later on. But let's go and get it to this Diddy, man. Yeah.
Jurors found Sean Diddy Combs guilty on prostitution charges and acquitted him of more serious racketeering and sex trafficking charges. But the mogul was denied bail by Judge Arun Subramanian, meaning he will have to remain in custody at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center until his sentencing, which could come as late as October, when he'll have been in jail for more than a year. Combs could still face 10 years behind bars for his 2 convictions on transportation to engage in prostitution charges, related to his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the name Jane. Federal prosecutors had alleged Combs forced or coerced multiple women including Ventura and another who testified under the pseudonym Jane to take part in choreographed sex acts involving male escorts, referred to in court as freak-offs or hotel nights. The case, brought in September 2024 by the Southern District of New York, claims Combs leveraged his vast business network to carry out a range of criminal activity as part of an organized racketeering scheme. The trial began in May, with the prosecution presenting 34 witnesses over 29 days of testimony. Parties due back in court next Tuesday to discuss expedited sentencing. Parties due back in court next Tuesday to discuss expedited sentencing. 38 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. Judge Subramanian requested the parties return to court next Tuesday to discuss the potential for expedited sentencing. Combs' lawyers can also appeal Subramanian's bail denial. In denying bail, Subramanian referenced portions of the defense's own closing statement, where they admitted Combs had committed domestic violence but contended he hadn't been charged for that, noting Mark Agnifilo had full-throatedly told the jury Combs was violent in closing only to argue today that he was not a danger to his ex-girlfriends or former employees. Judge set sentencing for October. Judge set sentencing for October 1st HR 3 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. Sentencing will take place on October 3rd at 10 a.m., Judge Subramanian ruled. During the hearing, the judge justified denying Combs bail by noting allegations made against him as recently as June of last year. Judge suggests October sentencing, says Combs will be credited for time served. Judge suggests October sentencing, says Combs will be credited for time served. 1 HR 8 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. Judge Subramanian suggested that Combs be sentenced for the Mann Act convictions in October, but said he'd be open to a shorter timetable. By then, Combs would have been incarcerated at MDC for more than a year, but the judge says the mogul will be credited for time served on any potential sentence. Combs denied bond. Combs denied bond. 1 HR 18 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. Judge Subramanian promptly denied Combs bail at the hearing, meaning he will remain in detention until his sentencing. Bond hearing expected to begin soon. Bond hearing expected to begin soon. 1 HR 18 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. Combs' bond hearing, scheduled for 5 p.m. in front of Judge Subramanian, is expected to begin soon. Combs' lawyers want him released today on a $1 million bond which would restrict his travel and subject him to regular drug testing. The government wants to keep him in custody until his sentencing, contending he is both a danger to the community and a flight risk. Defense demands immediate release, says Combs' mother and kids need him. Defense demands immediate release, says Combs' mother and kids need him. 1 HR 55 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. The defense sent another letter to Judge Subramanian as they prepare to go before him again at the 5 p.m. bond hearing. Combs' lawyers say he should be released from detention today ahead of his sentencing. For months, the government repeatedly argued, and announced to the world, that Sean Combs was a monster who perpetrated a 20-year federal crime spree through a racketeering enterprise, the letter reads. It devoted enormous resources to this prosecution. Then, after almost a year in detention, Mr. Combs finally got his day in court, and the government's allegations were tested before a jury of his peers. The letter also notes that Combs has exceptional circumstances that support releasing him, including a 3-year-old daughter who needs her father as well as his 85-year-old mother, who would like him to be her primary caretaker. The letter also decries the conditions at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, where he's been held since his arrest, and contend that he should instead be in a camp or low or minimum security prison, with far less onerous and restrictive conditions. Combs' lawyers suggest 2-year sentence. Combs' lawyers suggest 2-year sentence. 3 HR 36 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. In their letter to Judge Subramanian, Combs' lawyers note the sentencing guidelines for his Mann Act convictions would land him a prison term of 21 to 27 months, or about 2 years. They note further he has already served 10 months behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Cassie Ventura asks judge to deny Diddy bail. Cassie Ventura asks judge to deny Diddy bail. 4 HR 4 minutes ago. Copy the link to this blog post. Cassie Ventura's lawyer, Douglas Wichter, submitted a letter to the judge asking him to deny Combs bail, worrying that her ex-boyfriend could pose a danger to her or others. Ms. Ventura believes that Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims who testified in this case, including herself, as well as to the community, Whitner wrote in the letter. Ventura, the prosecution's star witness, testified against Combs for days, recounting in harrowing detail the alleged rape, physical assault, sexual assault, and abuse she endured at the hands of the mogul, whom she dated for a decade. She testified while 8 months pregnant and soon afterwards gave birth to a baby boy.
So y'all see. P. Diddy, got a lot of things going on. All right, let's go get into the bond. See if he got denied or if he got if they gave it to him. Y'all know how this gonna go. Talk about media. Oh yeah. Let's get into it. This Monique, by the way, y'all go subscribe to her channel, man. Nick at Night. She's a YouTuber. Y'all go check her out and subscribe to her channel. She the one that got the results. Armor Wiggin got the results, but I chose to display Nick at Night info. So shout out to Nick at Night, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Hey y'all, what's up? I just got out of the bail hearing. I don't know if it's too loud because there's a chopper right above me. It's also very windy, but that bail hearing, let me get to a little corner. That bail hearing was intense. So the judge came out and he didn't even have to wait any time. He got right to it. And immediately in like the first couple of seconds that he started talking, he was like, something, bail denied. All right, now leading up to him saying that the bail was going to be denied, it was a different situation in the courtroom. So yesterday when we were in the court, when I talked to you guys and I said how, so hearing, let me get above me, it's also very windy, but that bail hearing, let me get to a little corner, that bail hearing was intense. So the judge came out and he didn't even have to wait any time. He got right to it. And immediately in like the first couple of seconds that he started talking, he was like, something, bail denied. All right, now leading up to him saying that the bail was going to be denied, it was a different situation in the courtroom. So yesterday when we were in the court, when I talked to you guys and I said how, you know, the defense looked worried and they were pacing around, today they were happy, they were cheerful, they were like, you know, hugging each other, giving each other handshakes. They were extremely happy. When the family started to come inside the courtroom, they were happy. Christian, he walked in first, okay? So Christian, out of the family, Christian walked in first. He came in, he sat down with his girlfriend, Raven. He put his arm around her. They're in good spirits. Then in comes the twins and their sister Chance. They come sit down. Mama Combs comes in, the sons come in. They're smiling, laughing. They're having a very cheerful time, okay? Everybody was in good spirits. Now, yesterday when the defense were prancing around and looking worried, today the prosecution kind of had that look of being upset. The prosecution was sitting in the first row. They had their hands crossed. They were visibly mad. Diddy, they brought him from the back. Now, he was wearing some yellow, like Bill Cosby type sweater. And so they brought him from the back. He walked out. He was extremely happy. And he goes up to his attorney. He goes up to Brian Steele. He gives Brian Steele a hug. Brian Steele's happy, cheerful. And he starts hugging his counsel. He looked back at his family. And then they were basically in good spirits. Now, all of his family, they were laughing, like in good spirits and everything like that. So when the judge came out, it was like the air got sucked out of the room. Okay, if y'all could have seen that on TV, that was a sight to see. from people to be super cheery and super happy, and you know, right before the judge got in, they were in good spirits. As soon as the judge, I forget the first two things he said, but he was like, some, bail denied. And I was like, woo, hold on. And immediately when he said the bail was denied, everybody's face just dropped. Like, everybody started to look like, you know, Diddy started to put his head down. And it was similar from yesterday where he was putting his head down. Then the judge went on to further say, he said he got found guilty of count 3 and count 5. As it pertains to count 3, he got found guilty for custody when it came to the transporting in the Mann Act. And then he says, as it pertains to count 5, he was found guilty for Jane. And for those reasons, blah, 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 the bail is going to be denied. So after he said that, then all of his counsel was looking like, putting their head down, looking upset. The government, at first, they didn't have anything to say. They were happy with that. The judge was like, anything further from the government? The government was like, nah, you know, nothing further. So then he said, anything further from the Agnifilo. So, but that bail hearing, let me get to a little.
So pretty much, that's the gist of that. Yeah, so P. Diddy tried to get that bond. He tried to get that bond. And they was like, no, not right now. You must sit in here, you must wait till October. They gonna make them sit in there until they come up with a decision. You done made it this far, you don't need to leave now. Now, so I know that would have been nice for him to go on and get out, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see, those main charges, I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? I was not guilty on those. I still can't go home. My P. Diddy, you still can't go home. You still can't go home. We don't care. We ain't trying to hear none of that. You dangerous. You know what I'm saying? They say you dangerous. They say you dangerous to society, man. We don't know about letting you out. You be punching numbers and making stuff happen from a long distance. So we got a problem with you while you in here. Worry about people. You know what I'm saying? You steady trying to get people to, you know, trying to be YouTube friendly. You still trying to make things happen that don't need to be happening. So, you know, we really trust to let you do that. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's the P. Diddy. That's what's it. That's pretty much summed up in a nutshell. You know. Oh, let me see. Man, let me see. Okay, we're finna get into the DJU because I'm just hearing it in the background. I'm like, whoa, I think it's something else. No, it's just a P. Diddy, so I think we can go straight to it. Man, DJU, what y'all got going on? Him and Memo 600? It's a fired up conversation. Like he on real tone. He letting it off his chest. See what's going on, man. Shout out to Real Tone, man. I go subscribe to my guys. I can't right now.
He 16 shot him. Your fella.
Dude, you talking about Sweet 16? Dude, her. That's a little girl to me.
So DJU had hit him and 16 shot him. They don't see eye to eye. I didn't even know that. DJU and 16 shot him got problems. I didn't know that. He letting it off his chest right now. And I really wanted 16 shot him and Memo gonna respond to it. I'm pretty sure they gonna respond to it, but man, DJU, he's so upset. He's sweating right now. You know what I'm saying? When a man be sweating, they really sing. They really letting stuff off their chest right now, man. Let's see what's going on, bro. That's right.
That's a little girl. That's not a little boy. It's not a young man. Sweet 16 is a little girl to me. So what you want to know about Sweet 16, Real Tone?
Well, I noticed in our last interview you kind of mentioned that you didn't mess with him because of some back and forth going on way back when. But the situation has escalated online to where we seen he's bought your logo.
16 was at home punching on his keyboard trying to get my channel deleted. Exactly what he was doing. I got all the documents and everything right here in my email. Feel me? This when the Mimo 600 interview was going viral. He was at home trying to get my shit deleted. On God. Trademark my logo, yes he did. So let me share this for the people. If you got a business, if you got a product, a clothing brand, or anything in which you use you use a logo, make sure you trademark your shit. I'm telling this to the people. You feel me? Learn from DJ. Yes, I fucked up. Yeah, he won that battle. I take my L. I take my L, Real Tune. You hear me? And you want to know why I proudly take my L, Real Tune? Because you can't spell the word million without 2 L's. So I take that L.
Happy kids are successful kids. When you choose a tuition-free K,
I take that L. What the fuck? I'm in the game, bro. I'm not afraid to lose. I take that L. We was on top of this shit as soon as he started doing it. So let me break this shit down for you. Me and Sweet 16 was on Instagram Live together. And if you watch the Instagram Live, we was talking about linking up, putting bag ons, letting bag ons be bag ons, you know what I mean? Like, when we got off Instagram Live, that nigga got straight on the internet and trademarked my logo. He did. And shout out to my brother Fresh, because my brother Fresh told me right before that shit happened. He told me, he said, man, you better trademark your logo and try to get that motherfucker. I swear to God, my nigga Fresh told me that shit. And once I went to go do it, the nigga Raheem, or the girl, 16, Sweet 16, she was already doing it. You know what I'm saying? I got all the documents right here on my phone, Real Tune, like everything. Every step he made, every move he made. I was watching him the whole time, cause I'm like, man, I'm sorry, I keep calling she a he. I was watching her the whole time, cause I'm like, man, let's see how far this bitch go with this shit, man. Let me see what she doing, man. And so we watched it, we monitored it. You know what I'm saying? I had initially filed an opposition for the trademark, but then I was like, nah, you know what? Cause I'm cool with rebranding, because in reality, every 3 to 4 years, you damn near need to rebrand. You know, and people like new shit. We get tired of the old shit. You see what I'm saying? So granted, we talking about a logo that could stay the same. I had my logo for 9 years, but he went and trademarked it. You know what I'm saying? And when he trademarked it, he started putting trademark complaints on my channel when the Mimo 600 interview was going viral. So let me break that down, right? June 1st, 2025, I dropped the Mimo 600 interview, that bitch going up. What was my competition doing? Oh, he was at home trying to get my shit shut down. He's spending all his energy on me instead of spending his energy on himself and his own channel. And that's the reason why his shit look like the way it is. 16 fucked up, 16 broke. You feel me? So she don't know what to do. The best thing 16 can do right now with her career is beef with DJ UTV. You feel me? Everybody talking about this bitch playing chess. Man, that bitch playing checkers. That wasn't move, bitch. That was the checkers move. Cause all I gotta do is change my logo and rebrand this shit. Let me tell you something, bro. You can steal my logo, but you can't steal my drive. You can't steal my hustle. You can't steal my ambition. You can't steal my personality. You feel? Nigga, I don't even need a logo. If you want to be honest, I'm not selling clothes. I don't need a logo. I could put these interviews up with no logo, and they still go rock. So shout out to that bitch ass little girl. She thought she was doing some shit, man. That bitch ain't do shit but turn me up, Real Tune. That bitch made me mad. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, she made me mad with that one. That's cool. Cause you know what? Now, every motherfucking day, every day, drop around this bitch. And I'm finna have my new logo blasted all over Chicago. On folks in them. Every bus stop, every train stop, every corner store. Nigga, you go see DJ UTV every go. Since a motherfucker wanna play with me, I ain't nobody to play with. You can call me a goofy, you can call me a lame, you can call me all this and that, cause I'm not no street guy, or I'm not, man, alright. That be the fans doing all that talking. Cause the niggas know my body, trust me, the niggas know my body. And I'm not saying that like I'm a tough guy, cause I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a street nigga, I'm not a, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a gangster. But don't play with me. Don't play with me, cause I'ma play all day. I'ma play all day. So shout out to Sweet 16, you feel me? She did her big one. But let me ask you this, real tune, like, alright, now you stole DJU logo, now what? You see what I'm saying? Like, now what you finna do? What you finna start uploading your interviews and using his logo? Like, the world don't know who DJ University is by now? Like, come on, gang. So, he's just trying to make himself feel better about the fucked up position that he in right now, and it is what it is. Fuck.
DJ, you go crazy, man.
Real tone, it's a lot of money in the hot in this motherfucker. You just
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix.
So yeah, we got DJU going off, man. I said he's going off so bad.
Talk about AI
Sweat bullets.
You can get in.
It'll come up out of the jack.
lame ass bitch, man.
Man, and I hate that too, man. Just because it's like, you know.
Hey, she been hating on me from the start, man. When I first met her, I first met the little hoe back in like 2021. You feel me?
What's crazy is to keep addressing 16 shot him as a female. That's what's blowing my mind.
And
I
he was
keep
the
saying he's smiling.
photographer. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my homegirl.
16 shot him as a man. He's not a woman.
At the time, I had just
He
started
just
doing
said man.
interviews.
He can't even call 16 shot him a man no more.
And she like, well, you know we had an event together. Like, I was the DJ for the event, and he was the photographer. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my homegirl. She the one that put it together, because at the time, I had just started doing the interviews. And I was on the phone with her, like, on a daily basis. And she like, well, you know I know 16 shot him, you know? So, if you want to holler at her, you know, I could kind of, you know what I'm saying, set that up. You know, that's what my homegirl told me. And so she had like a pop-up shop or something in Chicago, and she booked me to be the DJ, and she booked 16 to be the photographer. And so that's when me and 16 first met, and I had sat down and chopped it up with him, you know what I'm saying? We talked. She gave me some great advice. I will admit, she did, you know? At the time, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? I was really, my first intentions were to like, be the Zach TV of Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie, that was my first idea. I'm like, man, I'm finna get out here and interview all these ATL hoods, because they don't do that in the A. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta more like Black Hollywood, where it's like, everybody trying to be pretty,
I'm gonna lie, y'all, right
wear
now,
fake jewelry. Look, let me tell you about the A real quick. I ain't gonna get off subject, but in Atlanta, every nigga got some fake jewelry, every bitch got a fake booty, okay? But it's a lot of hood shit that be going on in the A, of course, right? It's hoods everywhere. So my initial idea was to be like Zach TV of ATL. But when I chopped it up with 16, she told me like, man, that ATL cool, that ATL shit cool, but if you really want to take off, I think you should move back home. And when she said that, I said, oh, shit, say less. Shit, say less. So I moved back home. I started doing my thing. He claimed that he moved out to LA. Whether he moved to LA or stayed in Chicago, I was still gonna take off on her. So that's all it was, bro. You know, we met. I told him what I was gonna do, and I did it. And so he started looking at it. Damn, this nigga told me he was finna take off, and he doing shit, and he taking off on me. His numbers rising way higher than mine. Niggas start getting nervous, real tune. So that's all this shit is about, bro. We do the same thing. And yeah, you know, Jealousy, you know? Fuck this channel up, man. He can't make no money no more. Everybody in Chicago want to do interviews with DJU. It's a vibe with DJU. You know what I'm saying? DJU go take care of her, make sure eat, make sure.
So that's what it's about.
Smoke, make
That's
sure
what's coming to.
cool. Love coming to sit down with DJU is a vibe. On the other hand, you
I
got
can't
this
believe
little
that.
girl,
Hold on,
sweet
y'all.
16, telling you like, man.
I guess I'm trying to get y'all, show y'all who 16 shot him is. Well, that just blows my mind. I ain't know that. But, you know. 16 shot. Let me go over here. Go to my YouTube over here. Show y'all who 16 shot him is. So I can still be on my page over here. So who he referring to right now is this guy. He's at 16. 16 shot him right there. I'll get to show a picture. Right there. It's a 16 shot. I don't know if it's content or they seriously into it, but they two vloggers. They two, they're two vloggers from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Both of them make money. I mean, do business down in Chicago. So I don't know what's going on with the head bump. 16 shot him pretty cool, man. He's had a lot of good people, notable people on his platform. Just as well as DJU, so I don't know what to beat. This 16 shot him right, man. I don't know what's going on between them two guys, but they are at it. So this channel might not see if pull up one of these videos. On with 16 shot him. Like I said, it's got a platform just like DJU.
At University of Phoenix,
DJU
we're earning career
taking his brand
skills
and
with
trying to
every
pick his
5 to
brand.
6 week course and updating our professional profiles
I'm
in
feeling
weeks.
just competition between
I
two
see
guys in the
Creeper
same,
Double O's or however you say your name.
career.
You see what
That's
I'm
all
saying?
I'm
Shout out King Shakur, man. I love the people that actually pay attention. I could tell who really pay attention to me and everything overall, and who just really just like dick riding either me or somebody else. I don't want you to dick ride me either. If I'm really wrong, don't call me out, because I might not see it, I might not know it, but I don't like the dick ride shit, gang. Like, but shout out King Shakur, because folks see this shit. You see what's going on. It's just like, I ain't gonna lie, little bald head buddy got his buzz right now. He going crazy. Like, I salute him for that shit. So since he going crazy and keep trolling me when I respond, a person that's not educated on what's going on, the culture or whatever, gang, they gonna say I'm hating, they gonna think I'm hating, and I get it, cause they don't know me, they don't know none of us, they just on the outside looking in, so that it's gonna look that way to them. They like, damn, he doing good, why you can't just, nigga, in the beginning, I was showing love, my boy. Is y'all cool? A nigga switched up on me cause I didn't do an interview with a nigga. I don't know if y'all know, that's what this shit stemmed from. This fake beef with me and it comes from me not working with him when I did that No Jumper interview. Ever since I spit on Flacco that day, shout out Flacco too, y'all don't even know. Me and him finna have a sit down, bro. We chopped it up. That shit dead. Okay, we gonna have a sit down on my platform. He gonna come to the
I was gonna bring that up.
We gonna have our sit down. But ever since that day we did that interview, the nigga was mad at me because I didn't do the interview with him. I never knew that. I never knew why. All I knew was his energy changed. He started sneak dissing me, started playing with my name, trying to tarnish my brand, tarnish my name. And I never knew why. So I immediately just said, fuck him on phone number. Once you, like, don't get me wrong, I didn't know much about him. I didn't know he was a troll. Now I kind of understand his personality. It's like, oh, he was trolling me. I ain't know that he be trolling, be playing, you know? But he was also salty and mad, and the way he trolled wasn't cool. He played with some below the belt type shit. Y'all know the shit Kevin was saying back then, trying to play, you know? He played like that. So when you play like that, you can't think I'm gonna be back cool with you on phone him. Then he apologized. So hold on,
I'm finna show y'all something so y'all could know I ain't the one in the problem, folks. Like, I don't even want, I hate doing this. I don't even get this head goofy no fucking clout. This nigga, this royalty private nigga, y'all see what his bio say, right? Co-owner of Royalty Productions and Second Shooter Media, Vice President at DJU TV. Y'all see that? Right? Now I'm finna show y'all something, gang. Cause I never knew who this nigga is. Right? And Second Shooter Media. Vice President at DJU TV. Y'all see that? Right? Now I'm finna show y'all something, gang. Cause I never knew who this nigga was. I was wondering why he keep DMing me and shit and talking crazy, right? He just want to be known. I guess he called on the DJU. You know, I do my shit by myself. Yeah, I help. That's cool though. But he called on her, and so when I go for DJU, he want to put himself in a picture every time. Every time, like how Kevo Manager was with him. It's like, yeah, stop talking about my brand. Like, look for like, this message ain't really. Well, let me read it before I get to put shit. I don't know what this say. You know how he try to make like you copy of the nigga and I'm hating and I'm this and that. He say this.
First off, this is 16 shot of audio going in and out. It's not me. This is an actual video, and the audio is shifting in and out. So I don't know what that's about. Like I said, that ain't clapbacks. That ain't the clapbacks, so y'all. We got all good mic volumes over here. So, like I said, y'all just bear with the video. Like I said, my audio and my mic is good. Ain't nothing chiming in and out the her. Alright.
Early say, whole time, I'm the one who filmed and edit DJU interviews. They filmed in my studio too. We do that for every interview. You don't do that for all your interviews, so they super reaching. But we definitely liked your style, showing your face on Kyra interview, and we all drew inspiration from each other. Best thing is to not let the fans put us against each other. So, you know, it was cool at first. Then, when me and DJU started having issues, he responded to one of my stories talking about DJU. He said, man, gone with the face. I sent a still. Hold on, is this me? Oh yeah, he say, man, gone. My bad. It's hard to read backwards. He say, man, gone. I say, bro, I don't even know you or got an issue with you. Get off my dick for it, become one on my dead homie. I don't even play like that. Fuck, I look like can about some comments. You right, you don't know me, so stop with the threats and lie to yourself, bro. All this sneak this and been getting back to us though, and it ain't necessary. This shit ain't a competition. You spend too much time addressing corny shit. I say, you damn right. I don't know you. It ain't a threat, it just is what it is. I said what I said, ain't no issue, but it definitely could be one. I never cared. I don't know you, so don't assume I'm talking about you. I ain't heard shit about you, or you doing shit. Hold on. Man, this kind of long. I say, I ain't heard shit about you. Blah, blah. Man, y'all can read this shit, bro. Bro, pause it or something for another time. I'm finna get to the point, though. Alright. Now that was like what year was that I was showing you? That shit was like 2022, September 2022. Now we're finna go to current shit. This around the time we actually chopped it up. On phone, no, folks apologize on the phone and everything. So y'all saying I'm the problem, don't start this shit. Why would you have to apologize if I'm the one that's the problem? He finna hit you right back. Call DJ, yo, you phone this shit tweaking. This recently, this March 9th, you don't own DJU TV. You own a logo we changed already. I say, hey gang, you don't gotta respond to everything. I know you got dealings of business or whatever, but you ain't my enemy. I don't even know you niggas. Stop getting involved in other niggas shit, bro, especially when a motherfucker started with me. Don't get upset how shit play out when a motherfucker could have ended all this shit by doing one simple thing. He say, a motherfucker started with you and called you personally and apologized. Then invited you and was gonna pay you and apologize in person. Where the lines get blurred is the business. I ain't got dealings with the business. I am the other half of this shit. So when you do lame shit like still logo, I take it personally. And it's the wrong logo at that. Then you putting out info that's false. Nothing is playing out but you owning the old logo. I'm confused of how this winning you. So that's a big thing right there. I just want y'all to, everybody, I want y'all to clip that part right there. Clip the part right there. He said a motherfucker started with you and called you personally and apologized. Why would you have to apologize if I'm the one that's hating? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Can you make it make sense? Can you make me hate it make sense? If they called me and apologized and wanted to do an interview and I declined it? Can you make that make sense? And the reason I declined it because he apologized on the phone, but you play with me publicly, my nigga. On phone now. Don't play with me publicly and then apologize privately and think I'm gonna sit and do an interview with you. I'm goofy as hell, nigga. You just damn call me a pedophile. You think I'm finna sit and do an interview with you after that? And you ain't finna clear this shit up? On phone now. You think I'm finna sit and do an interview with you because you apologize on the phone? Same no, nigga. Same way you played in front of all these people. I'm gonna do that shit in front of all these people. This shit would have been over with. It ain't about nothing. You mad at me because I won't sit and do an interview with you. You do all this show and then I react. You wanna cry to the fans and say I'm hating and want sympathy. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. I'm fuck no. Fuck you. And fuck the other bot nigga too. I'm finna get the rest. Let me get the rest of this convo because they was really pissing me off. So let me see. He just DM'd me again recently. I say, I dare you to use my story. Hold on. So I click. I say, I dare you to use it, bald guy. I bet you won't. He getting that. Why would we still use the old logo? That makes no sense. I say, bro, why do you want to keep inserting yourself into something? I ain't talking to you about you. Nigga, is you even bald? He say, man, you was crazy, bro. He wanna laugh, he wanna kick it. Then I check his story. I respond to his story. He and that bitch talking about me. Tell him I know you bald. I say, oh, you is bald. See, I ain't know. That show you how much I pay attention to you. Just trying to get involved a little, bro. We don't know you. We know the other bald guy. He say, who is we? Just say you don't know me. The right people do. And you keep saying, trying to get involved like I ain't built the channel. You put 17 strikes on crazy, man. He say, why you
so I can feel with 16 shot him.
Like fans, nobody need to know me. I'm behind the scenes. Why you keep saying that? I say, so why you talking?
I don't bat nobody no food. I don't do none of that.
He say nothing to you. If you don't want to be known, why you talking to me?
Oh, yeah.
He said, I'm talking directly to you though.
I can feel where 16 shot him coming from. I can definitely feel where he coming from. Oh, and they was just trying to sum up. I was trying to sum up why DJU is going off the way he's going off. And 16 shot him just explain his side on what's going on. So we're gonna go right back to DJU in crash mode on this whole, ordeal.
Fuck, I'm finna come do an interview with you for then. If you ain't trying to show no love, you just trying to profit off our stories. You want to come sit down with you for free so you can make all the money off they. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. You make it make sense. Make it make sense, bro. So, yeah, shout out to Sweet 16 though. Shout out to Sweet 16. She turned me up. I'm lit now. Now I can't stop. Now I'm finna really go to in. Real talk, there's a lot of money in the room, gang. There's a lot of money in the room, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, when DJU in the room, there's a lot of money in the room. Listen, DJU, what's next for you, right? Like, we see you stay in the tabloids. You've maintained consistently, been going at this thing for about 3 years now, 4 years now, and that's very hard to do. Most businesses fail within the first year. What's next for DJU TV? I want to see a book.
You keep talking about this book, man. I'm finna just keep on dropping. I'm finna keep on popping. I ain't done.
What about the book?
What's next?
What you got a book out, DJU?
Right now, I just want to display consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell y'all something, right? Success is the best revenge. Okay? So no, I don't want to fight 16. No, I don't want to kill 16. No, I don't want to physically harm 16 at all. That bitch will see the success. Every time that bitch on my page, she go see them numbers. You feel me? I can drop one video, that mother do way more numbers than he done did in the last 3-4 months.
I'm getting more of a
So what's next for
cockiness, like more of a DJ you was bragging. Or it seems like this more about a competition thing. And 16 shot him. They found out personally who you are signed with, or who is over, or partner with you. And I don't think he liked it because somehow he found out something that you didn't want him to find out. Said both of y'all is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, proper. I can't see why you would be sitting here talking about your numbers and you know how much we all know you is, bro. Just like with those 16 shot we know who you is. We're not gonna discredit one from the other. That's how I look at it. This is like a Tupac and Biggie Small, man. We're not gonna discredit one from the other. You got your audience, he got his audience. You know, I can't call it as him being broke, or him doing bad, him trying to take down your channel, or him trying to copycat your brand. I just see two people that's succeeding at the same career. Y'all should be proud of that, you know what I'm saying? And coming together instead of bumping heads. And the way both of y'all is, the way I incorporate y'all off of watching y'all, both of y'all can work together. I don't know what got my guy, DJ, you riled up. You know what I'm saying? But y'all coming together, man. Cut that out. Huh. Y'all gotta work that out. There's two men. I had a situation with one of my guys, man, that I went to work with. I could have chose multiple options. And then I thought about it, wait a minute, we two men. We gotta come together as men, figure this out. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you do it. Period, point blank, ain't nothing else around it. Better figure out to sit down and talk about it. And if another man can't understand when you trying to talk about it, well, then it's time for you to go your direction, let them go your direction. You ain't gotta go to war, nobody. It takes two to go to war. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you react and how long you react to somebody stepping on your toe. Cause you can get your toe stepped on, and you can just cuss. Like, that shit hurts. And then get on back to business, man. Or you can cuss about your toe being stepped on. You can talk about it all day. Then the next day you can talk about it all the next day. About how your toe got stepped on. How bad it hurts. You keep talking about it, What the hell? What are they gonna do? Yeah. Just saying, man. You gotta make mad decisions. If it ain't involving money, what is it about, man? Like I said, this will gain money because it's content. So that's why I said I didn't know if this was real or they were just doing this to push content. I hope it's just content because y'all don't really need to be into it. Nah, man. What else I got? That's enough of that. You know, I got to change it up. Man, let's get into all the people that was rooting for Carmelo Anthony, that was setting the money, that couldn't wait to talk about people that was against him and stuff. We got to check out all the people that have changed. I think I talked about this already. Yeah. I already went over there. But I did say, hold on, man. Some kids that got rescued. I always gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do something for the kids already, man. If it's some good news, we definitely gotta talk about that. So let's get it in there real quick. All right.
New here at noon, state law enforcement tell us 60 children have now been rescued, some from human trafficking or exploitation, as part of the largest operation in the state's history. We first told you about this operation last Thursday when some of the suspects were arrested. 8 people now in all have been arrested as part of this operation. Now, the state attorney general says some of the children were missing for up to a year.
There's your heroes. They sustained
My bad,
so
y'all.
much
I didn't know I
trauma
had my mic on.
over a long period of time. And my hat is off to you, caregivers, and victim right advocates, patrol officers, agents, detectives, and deputies that are out there trying to make a difference and trying to find these children.
The attorney general says this is not just the largest operation in Florida, but in the entire country.
So shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody that came together and made that happen. That's definitely something that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gotta be out here helping the kids and trying to get the kids out of a bad situation. And we got grown, we got adults that team it up and spending money to, you know, to harm my children, man. So we as a community, man, we as people, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do our part to protect these kids that can't be protected, that ain't protected, that ain't got nobody looking out for them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be out here, do our job, get them kids that's not safe in a safe environment. So shout out, salute. Matter of fact, I don't even know how I did that without, you know what I'm saying, doing my due. So salute to the whole the town, all the investigators, the police, everybody that got together and got some kids and safe and sound. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Salute for y'all saving them children, man, getting them out of that situation. And we gonna pray for a hefty punishment to each and every adult that was involved in that. Shame on y'all. You don't get nothing over here. You know what y'all get over here? That's the only thing you deserve. Cause that's all you worth. Yes, sir. Not worth anything else. They worth something, I ain't worth nothing. Get them up out of here, man. Long come over there. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all deserve the alert. You better do better alert. I can give it to y'all for thinking that you was just gonna survive and just make money and just enjoy your low life off of misusing the youngsters, the minors, the future of our generation. You get everything that you deserve. And I can't wait till you get your judgment. And y'all go to court for that final day and they tell y'all what you gotta do. All the time you gotta serve with your dumb ass. Let's get on back to it, man. Sucker busters. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no name for folks like this. Man, what we about to get it to now? What we about to get it to now? We gotta get it all we get it to it. I'm gonna get searchable. I'm gonna do a little bit of flying. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's up now. What's going on now? So I got to DJ you. Some get into the Camilo Anthony, but I already discussed that the other day. Talking about Beyonce almost falling out of like a flying car. Oh man. You had me crazy. Scammer trying to hit a lick. Talk about Will Smith, this and Chris Rock, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the news. That's all I wanted. That's all I had prepared to drop. Just browse right now. Trying to see what I want to pull. I would like to be on the video tape, but he want to live or not. I don't want to share his live. I don't want to share his live. Last CJ Casino from Texas. The artist CJ Casino finna get ready to go do some time. I guess he's enjoying his last 3 days before he go do his time. This bill is the 9. I'm gonna give my boy Adam Gold view off of it. Love this guy, by the way. Y'all go subscribe to Adam Gold. Great YouTube.
Did he do it?
I like his videos before I even start watching them because I know.
But somehow the answer seems to be no.
Crossing on the wires right now, Sean Diddy Combs is found not guilty on the racketeering conspiracy charge in this federal case. The verdict on the 4 remaining counts are not read yet.
No fucking way.
Here's another alert. Combs found not guilty
No
in sex
fucking
trafficking.
way.
I'm about to bring him in, y'all.
Cassie Ventura. Here's
Bro.
another one. Combs found, okay, so this is count 2 now. Combs found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution. Combs found
Which is like, that's nothing. Oh, driving a hoe around? Fuck, I've done that.
guilty of sex trafficking. And that applies to the girlfriend who went by the pseudonym as the name Jane.
Okay.
And CB, I'll bring you in. I want to read one more alert here because some of this seems to be a bit of a duplicate as it's coming in. Combs found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution with the former girlfriend who I just mentioned as Jane. So those are 5 quick alerts that just came up on the Reuters wire, and we are waiting more from inside the courtroom as we speak.
Whoever his lawyer is, I feel like that guy can quadruple his rate and still have that shit be on sale. Like, that dude is like, that's some fucking, what's that dude? That guy's name? Oh my God. That's, yeah, no, that's not even Saul Goodman. That's like fucking Ace. This is some Ace Attorney shit.
Does that line up, CB, with what you have down there at court?
Oh, this is nuts.
Bill, so what I'm looking at, count 1 through 5, the only count that I see that Diddy has been found guilty.
Who is, so Johnny Cochran? No way that's Diddy's lawyer.
I guarantee you it is.
No way. It's not. It was.
Well, okay, it was.
I think this is from back in the day. Like, this photo was taken in 1994, okay? He dead? Then it's probably not him. That's probably not him.
Count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution as it pertains to Diddy's ex-girlfriend and accuser, Cassie Ventura. The other 4 counts I am seeing, excuse me, let me backpedal a little bit, you guys. This is all breaking in. We're dealing with rolling thunder out here. So I'm seeing Diddy has been found guilty on 2 counts. The transportation to engage in prostitution counts.
I don't care about that.
It's the only counts he has been found guilty of are the transportation to engage in prostitution. And I want to say that comes with a possible prison sentence of 10 years in prison, and we're working to learn more. But there is a crowd gathered here outside the courtroom. I'm not sure who is among this crowd, but Bill and Dana, I know you've been watching the trial closely, and you know there are a slew of Diddy supporters out here who have come every single day. It looks like
I cannot believe that they were actually, I cannot believe he might actually walk. This is insane that all of these guys are right. Holy fuck.
That's what I said. He beat majority of the charge.
One of Diddy's supporters is out here in front of the courthouse explaining to cameras perhaps why he believes you know, someone he supports was
Not
vindicated
guilty.
of the most serious charge, racketeering conspiracy. There are hundreds of cameras, and we're waiting to get some more color from inside the courtroom.
You got it.
But we know that jurors came back with this ultimatum today.
CB, I'll let you go for the moment so you can gather some more news down there. I just want to repeat the main headline, and that is this: Sean Diddy Combs acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering. The racketeering is the most serious charge. That was count one. That would have put him behind bars for the rest of his life. Not guilty on that charge.
He beat that charge.
Recap of the 5 counts: 3 not guilty, Dana, and 2 guilty.
Wow.
3 not guilty.
Federal court.
2 guilty.
This is monumental, Elizabeth. We've been covering this case for 2 months, really for more than a year at this point in time. We are seeing the actual
non-stop coverage.
just for the I understand. Count 1 was the most serious charge, carrying up to a life sentence. He has been found not guilty of racketeering, conspiracy, RICO. Not guilty. He's also been found not guilty of sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. She testified for days. We're also learning that he's been found guilty of the transportation to engage in prostitution count involving Cassie Ventura. He has been found not guilty of sex trafficking of Jane, who is the girlfriend that he was dating as well, and guilty.
You just can't stand seeing a black man in the White House? I thought we just got done watching that one video about how Trump was the first black president. What do you mean? Yeah, what are you talking about?
Of the transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, Elizabeth, very significant. We had an inkling yesterday when there was a hung jury on the initial RICO charge, the most serious, that there might be an actual acquittal there or a hung jury.
Oh my God.
The prosecutors, talk to me more broadly here, because the Prostitution Act, people thought it was kind of a low-hanging fruit.
Why you always,
He
that's
was
what they
found guilty
say.
of those, but not sex trafficking of Cassie.
This is the best possible outcome for the defense. This is
Just say,
what, of course they wanted a full
Just say
acquittal.
it's a Diddy W. Just say it's a Diddy W. It obviously is. You might not like it, but it is.
The most serious charges he has been acquitted on. The jury did not believe most of their story, or even if they believed most of their story, it did not line up with those charges. So,
and by the way, on that point, let's talk a little bit about that, because there was an inkling to those people who've been in the courtroom, including ourselves, who've been watching the testimony. Remember what they were using as a defense to counter the sex trafficking. It was free will. They were talking about free will, and they were suggesting, while the prosecution said any bait and switch or manipulation to coerce these women by fraud or threat or otherwise to engage in these so-called freak-offs, that force, that cloud of force and threat and violence that had hung over the head of Cassie Ventura was enough to suggest that she never could develop the free will to say no. And when it came to Jane, the idea of manipulating her to travel to places like New York under the pretenses of quality time and shopping, only to then engage in freak-offs, was enough of manipulation. Well, the defense, was very clear. They kept saying free will. These are grown women. It seems that the jurors, maybe looking at text messages or testimony, agreed with that sentiment.
absolutely, and we were just talking about some of those text messages that came in, and let's dig into them a little bit deeper. As I said, nothing about this is black and white. I have covered many high-profile sex crimes cases with famous defendants, and the concept of consent can be very hard for a jury to understand, especially when you have text messages that say, I want to do this freak-off. Now, again, these women on the stand said that they texted those things to simply placate Sean Combs because they were scared of him. Because especially in Cassie Ventura's case, remember, this is a woman.
How can you make a decision based off of that?
Some
girl says yes, but then later on she says she was scared. Now it was rape. So at what point? Like, that's insane.
Who was physically beaten.
Flawed
Our
logic,
team
yeah.
got that on
This doesn't work with anything else.
video, and the jury saw that numerous times.
Crazy.
The jury is leaving the courtroom right now. Their job is done.
That's consent, yeah.
Right now. So the duty done. They have been there for 7 weeks, and they just left the courtroom.
This is, I mean, really, it is a stunning turn of events. It's a
You have to
quick
prove coercion by force.
deliberation.
Sounds
I mean,
like they
a quick
failed
turn
to.
of events
Yeah.
from yesterday when they were deadlocked, but also remember, this is the beginning of day 3.
I totally
This jury
agree.
reached a verdict.
Everything that y'all was reading in the news, all the clips, all the statements, all the this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. I didn't care about none of it. I paid no attention to none of it. I didn't read it. I didn't do any videos on it. I wasn't doing no live streams on it. I didn't care about none of it because the only thing I wanted and I'm waiting for is this right here, what what he got charged with and what he didn't get charged with. And I'm waiting on his sentence day, October the 3rd. These are the only things I wanted to live stream because that's what matters. That's what matters. That's what sums up what he really did, what he got charged. Even if he really didn't do it, that's what he got charged. That's what they found that they think he did and charged. So he dodges 2 and he got 3. But it was 3 of the lesser charges. People don't like that. People is upset, man, because all that stuff they had flying, talking about this, they wanted to get charged for that. But you gotta prove this. You gotta have evidence. You gotta actually prove it. Can't go off of somebody saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, I like eating spaghetti chicken. I mean, I like eating Mexican chicken, and I liked eating it for about 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden the 3rd week, I didn't like eating Mexican chicken no more. I didn't like it. I was forced to eat it. I had to eat it every time because, I don't know why. I liked it the first 2 or 3 weeks, but I didn't like it. I didn't want it, and they forced to make me eat it. Well, you gotta have video footage showing us that happened, showing us that they may force it in your mouth, or they forced you to eat that food. They told you had to eat it, or you couldn't go anywhere, or you couldn't leave out the house, or you couldn't, do anything. You was forced. You gotta show that you was forced, not just video footage. You gotta show that you was forced to eat it, like they shoved it in your mouth while you trying to stop it. You gotta have all that. No evidence. Hey, just like he didn't do it, just like she didn't do it, just like you didn't eat it, just like you enjoyed eating it. Yeah, your stomach might have the evidence showing that you was eating it them 5 or 6 weeks, but that ain't evidence showing that you was forced to eat it. You probably enjoy eating it every day out of them 5 weeks. You got to have evidence for somebody to be charged. Can't just go in there and say it. Can't have no audio tape of you saying it. It's got to be footage. It's got to be fingerprints. It's got to be something.
In under 15 hours after hearing 2 months of testimony.
15
so
hours.
Really a stunning outcome. Again,
Jesus.
I would anticipate that the defense is quite happy right now, but Sean
bet they
Combs will still be serving prison time. Yes. These are still 2 charges that each carry 10 years. Now, Laura, I actually want to hear, as a former federal
Maybe
prosecutor,
whether they, I don't know how long
you may
though.
not want to make this prediction, but how much of that time do you anticipate that he would serve? What do you think that the judge may sentence him at, with each of these charges carrying 10 years each?
Still facing
Great
20
question.
years.
First, let me just dab the
Not gonna
sweat
go to
off
jail
my
for
brow
20
because let me tell you something.
Very
I was
unlikely.
sprinting from the court trying to get.
They said he's still facing 20 years.
Carrying 10 years each.
Still facing 20 years.
First, let me make sure I want to hear, as a former federal
Maybe
prosecutor,
whether they,
how much
I don't know how
time,
long
you may
though.
not want to make this prediction, but how much of that time do you anticipate that he would serve? What do you think that the judge may sentence him at, with each of these charges carrying 10 years each?
Still facing 20
Great question.
years.
First, let me just dab the
Not gonna
sweat
go to
off
jail
my
for
brow
20
because let me
years.
tell you something.
Very
I was
unlikely.
sprinting from the court trying to get here for this moment because I was so eager to understand what the actual verdict would be that I'm literally doing an affair to remember sprint through the streets of Manhattan trying.
When underage people were involved, they can't give consent. There wasn't enough proof for that. That's disappointing. Right. I'm disappointed too. I think that he's a bad actor. I do. But he got off.
To get here, and on the way, people were asking, is there a verdict? Through the streets of Manhattan. That's how people have been viewing this particular case.
Our opinions mean nothing when it comes to the verdict. Our opinions, how the world feels, people watching feel, means nothing to the verdict. I understand there's going to be a lot of people that's upset they wanted us to go another way. Especially the people that was involved. If this really happened. But if you're not proven, if there's not actual evidence showing that it happened, you just can't charge a man. He gets off, he either gets off and he beats the case, or he didn't do it. Gotta let him go. It's not about how everybody feels about the result of the reaction in court. It's not about how everybody feels. P. Diddy don't care about how anybody feels. He don't care about nobody's opinions and all. He don't care about none of this. He only care about inside the court, what the jury think, what the judge think, and what his lawyers want to help him. That's the only thing he cares about. He don't care about anybody being upset because he didn't get charged everything. It's just something you have to take up with yourself.
And
Or the judge.
Here's the thing. After almost 8 weeks, SDNY has a success rate of conviction of over 90%. It's actually over, I think, 95%. So think.
That was already guaranteed.
The resources that
it was already guaranteed to win that case.
More than what? 90%. It's actually over, I think, 95%. So think.
This guy wait.
The resources that are being used in this case. More than what? It was 6 prosecutors, including Maureen Coleman, the top prosecutor in the SDNY, who handled Ghislaine Maxwell and other infamous cases as well. For almost 8 weeks, the devotion of resources and time and energy and cost resulting in prostitution-related charges.
And he
now,
got
that
away?
might be a black eye if people are thinking about
Holy
the rate of
shit.
conviction, but they believed in their case.
Oh my
and now
God.
they'll go forward knowing that the jury, who they must respect, has found only this one. But here's the thing, 10 years is possible, but for a first-time offender of any crime like this, it could be as little as 2 years in prison as well. Now, they could run consecutively,
2
meaning
years in
back
jail.
to back. But he knows right now the possibility of life without
I blame the
the rest of
prosecutors
his
for
life
doing a
is
bad
no
job.
longer on
Yeah.
the table. Prostitution, though, is, and I have to say, I'm a little surprised in a way. Although this was low-hanging fruit to have the prostitution, because, again, there was almost a guffaw heard around the world when they said, no, I didn't pay these male escorts for sex, I paid them for their time. And the defense said, well, that's what it was, and they weren't always paid if they didn't perform. But they didn't actually call a single male escort who traveled across state lines.
Man.
They called 2 who were in this area. And
So this guy rolled a nat 20.
No escort, no witness from the even came at all. Not a one. Let me see what my boy has me.
And then the prosecution rolled a 1. And this is crazy.
Also talked about their sexual performance. So did that surprise you that really this came down to the documents alone?
It came down to the documents, and I think that was obviously incredibly effective for the jury because, again, when they are seeing flight records that show said sex worker went from Atlanta to New York, that's pretty clear cut and dry that you are traveling across state lines. So it did come down to that evidence, to the documents, because you are right, Laura.
They already
not
served
only
8
did
months.
they not
Yeah,
call
maybe.
any male sex workers who traveled across state lines, but also
The argument right now is, will P. Diddy, what will his sentence be? Will he get time, which would be about 10 years, somewhere around there, or will he get just probation? He's only done about a year. By the time he go to court, it'll be a little bit over a year. Will he get probation? Or will they send him up the road? You know what I'm saying? That's the debate right now. Different people got different opinions. You know what I'm saying? You got some people saying, yeah, he's just gonna get probation, man. That's it. Because the major charges, he got acquitted though. You got some people that's like, nah, man. They gonna set an example just because it's P. Diddy. So both sides are right. We just really don't know. We just gotta sit back, wait, find out. You know what I'm saying? Just keep y'all on, like I said, October the 3rd, man. Yeah, pretty much. I don't be just jumping up talking about this every time something come out on it, man. Y'all gonna look crazy as hell, man. Look like y'all stalking the case. Like look like you stalking, man. You done infused your whole life and consumed your whole being into this one case, into this one thing. Cause when it's over with, you ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. You gonna be sitting there trying to wing up another case to hover on, where you just take everything like it comes at the right time when it comes. So you can always have different news. You can look like you versatile. You ain't just stuck on one thing. He did it don't mean, I ain't gonna say he don't mean nothing, but he just like any other news. That's how I look at it. Shit, what you talking about? How else I'm supposed to look at it? I don't know. Somebody going off in the background. See what it is going off in the background. OG Percy. My guy OG always be going off. Shout out to OG Percy, man. Y'all go subscribe to my guy. He talking about the real shit. I'm hearing a lot of bleak. He did it tonight. Yeah, man. But they weren't playing. Somebody lied. I'm about to slide it the same, man. Like I said, we got the update on P. Diddy. That won't be around October. Whatever news come out, we're gonna be on it. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna discuss. I'm trying to see if anything come out while we're going live. So like I can get into it. Let me double check. Just before I go. Everybody on what I done discussed. Oh yeah, it's TJ Casino. Let me check this out. See what we talking about. Enjoying the last few days before we go time to
Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This show's Key Talk. So I know y'all been seeing has actually been, he got his verdict today. And of course, a lot of other willingly.
I already got in all that Key Talk. I gotta check out the little TJ Casino. Let me give you a like.
Thank you for your time and for your commitment to protecting the public from those who repeatedly demonstrate they are unwilling.
Shout out to Key Talk for having me.
Knock, knock. Hi there. I'd love to show you what a K-12 powered school is really like.
I know CJ Casino is fighting probably multiple charges. I do know he got like the aggravated robbery charge. He got probably some other stuff that he's fighting as well. He tends to always be fighting some cases. Now, Lil CJ Casino is going in, but Bugatti Casino is actually coming out, right? Now, we take to the comment section. Read what y'all got to say. The first comment says, he going in, Bugatti coming home. Yeah, I just said that he definitely is coming in and Bugatti is on his way home. Time to throw a party. This nigga love jail. Dang, let him find you. So this guy's telling Lil CJ Casino that he should just cut the ankle monitor and just run. I ain't gonna cap. I don't know if that's a good idea because I think that's probably what he did before actually. before he like crashed into somebody's backyard, destroyed
I
some
knew
of
that
the
no
power
more.
lines inside of Houston, Texas, which I don't even know what they're gonna do because of that. I would imagine he'd have to pay some type of restitution or some type of money after that actually happened. Now, if you don't know about that, I did a story on it. He pretty much did the race on 12 NIM and like crashed inside of Houston, which made the news as well. So with all that being said, man, best of luck to Lil CJ Casino. Hopefully he's able to get through whatever issues or you know that he's actually going through. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but anyways, let me know.
That's just that. On CJ Casino, he's an artist from Texas. But he tied in with what's that rapper name? Go Yayo. I think they like opposites. Like they against each other. More so than them being, you know, with each other side in, but they running that little beefing circle. Oh, Kodak Black. Yeah, man, I'm a part of this thing, man. Y'all know who it is, I know who it was. Y'all know who it is, I know who it was. Decided to clap back King BD. If you know better, go better. If you knew better, do better. This is the Clapback Show, the one and only Clapback Show. Ain't nobody running it like this right here. If you see any other Clapback shows or Clapback this, Clapback that, just know that this is the main Clapback channel. This is the actual one where it goes down. This is the one you want to come to. This is the one you want to subscribe to. Check your boy out. I ain't gonna bullshit. You can go check out my old videos. Go check out that posted. You know your boy gets down, man. We don't do no slacking and no lacking over here, man. And too new school to doing in Mac. So yeah. But like I said, this is the Clapback Show, the one and only Clapback Show. Until then, I know what it is. I know what it was, man. Get yourself right, man. Stay in a right angle. You ain't never got to worry about sliding out of direction or sliding out of direction, man. Y'all have to excuse. I told y'all I took some gummies. So I'm a little bit out. I don't know what that was. What did I do? Just pop up something? Hold on. I told y'all, man, that stuff fixing them gummies, man. What did I do? Just change my music. Hell, I don't even know how I did that. What is this? Oh, okay. My live with it, man. But y'all, like I said, man, I'm up out here, man. Stuff fix for them gummies. Man, y'all, read the directions on the label, man, before you start chewing them gummies, man. Make sure you careful, because they will have you thrown out the game, man. But like I told y'all, I'm sliding out this thing, we gone. We actually seriously for sure gone this time. And I will catch y'all Friday. And we're going to see what the news going to be from between now and then. Friday's the 4th of July. Matter of fact, might go live and I might wait Saturday. Cause it's the 4th and I got kids. But until then, holla at your boy, Silence the Clapback King BD. Yo!
Guess what you fuck? What was you saying? Don't stop acting tough. Your partners ain't sliding. I guess you just had no damn boo-hoo. Now blow out his mind. I'm back on this money. She call it a grind. Put your life on the line. Look in his eyes, you can tell that he's scared, but they ain't ready to die. Gang get an order. Them soldiers don't stand by them 762s. They singing the tune. Is you ready to